Welcome back. Well, right now we have on a guest from Hoag, Salpi Salabien, and she is the Director of Clinical Operations and Program Development for Women's Outpatient Health and Wellness, also Womensology Program, and the Restore Him program by Hoag. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning to you. That's a lot to oversee. First, in general, tell us about these programs, the Womensology and then the Restore Him program.
Yes. Womensology and Restore Him is a specialized pelvic physical therapy program. We treat conditions that affect the bladder, the bowel, and sexual function.
Okay. And it involves both men and women, right?
That's correct.
So what are some of the disorders that happen? And obviously it doesn't affect both male and female the same way.
Right. Some of the disorders that can be as a result of having pelvic floor dysfunction are incontinence, urinary urgency frequency, getting up at night, as well as bladder issues, bowel issues such as constipation and leakage of bowel, and sexual dysfunction, pain with relations, and difficulties.
Okay, you said pelvic floor. What does that mean, floor?
Pelvic floor means basically the muscles that are there that sort of hold all the pelvic organs in place.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense. So as far as the programs go, what are some of the things that they provide for people? One of the websites we're talking about today is Womensologynet. You go on that website, what are folks going to find?
When you go on to Womensologynet, you are able to get information about these disorders.
Okay.
These are not conditions that people want to talk about freely.
Right.
They are very sensitive issues, and so we have information for folks affected by these conditions, and our services and locations and the types of specialized treatments we offer.
And obviously, you offer them to both men and women, right?
That's correct.
So the men's program is Restore Him. If they go on that same website, are they going to find information about that there? Is there a different one?
There's a website specific to Restore Him, but with similar content, but mostly geared towards men.
Okay. What are some of the physical therapies that are involved? Obviously, it depends on what their disorder is, of course.
Right. The physical therapists that specialize in pelvic floor have advanced training to treat these conditions. So what it involves is the therapist will evaluate, will do an evaluation, whether it's vaginal or rectal, and because the pelvis is right in the middle of the body, they have to look at above and below the pelvis.
Sure.
And so they examine the joints and muscles and nerves that could be contributing to the problem. So just because the condition is in the bladder or the bowel doesn't necessarily mean that there the condition lies. And so they have to do a complete evaluation.
Now, as far as these conditions go, they can be caused from any number of reasons, from an injury, maybe something that's hereditary, from age. I mean, really, the list is wide, right?
That's very, very, very correct. They affect women and men, starting from their reproductive ages or early adulthood, all the way to the later ages. Menopausal women are affected, as well as men who undergo treatments for prostate cancer or enlarged prostate. So we do see men and women that for all ages.
Okay, as far as this program goes, how does someone get on this program? Is it, they start out as anyone would, going to their primary care doctor and realize that there's a problem or a condition, and then through that they would contact you folks and get on a specific program?
That's correct. The key here is the key point to emphasize here is that these conditions can be treated, and you don't have to live with it. Just because they're very sensitive, we don't talk about them too much, but please do get help. Talk to your physician if you're having incontinence or bothered by frequent urination or having sexual dysfunction or pain. Just please bring it up to your physician. Or most recently, we see patients on a direct access basis. So if you're having the condition, physician, then call our offices directly and we'll get you in to be evaluated by the physical therapist, start treatment for maybe 12 visits and things, and see if you're better. If
Okay.
not, then we'll send you back to your physician and for further evaluation.
Is that the advantage of this program? Is that it's all encompassing? You kind of go to one place once you go to your primary care, of course, and then there's a team that can work with you, like many of the other programs that Hoag has.
Thank you for bringing that up. What's unique about our program is all these services are in one location. And what is also unique about it is that we integrate many alternative treatments with physical therapy.
Okay.
So that you can have physical therapy along with acupuncture. You can have physical therapy along with clinical hypnosis, which is guided imagery, a treatment that also helps you get better and allows you to have a different option as well as the physical therapy. So we integrate a lot of our treatments. So we have a psychologist on site who can help you cope with these conditions.
Okay, and this is something we're seeing more and more of within the health industry, health and wellness industry, and with Hoag, of course, is whether it's a breast cancer or a pelvic disorders, it becomes a place that someone can go and they don't have to go over here, figure out what they need next. It's all there with maybe one team or one person at least to at least guide them through.
Exactly. A lot falls through the cracks when patients are sent here and there, and there's no coordination of services. There's no one's talking to each other. So we know that patients get better care if it's in one location where the providers are talking to each other, the services are integrated. And so we've mastered this art of seamless integration of all the different providers that these patients need to get better. Okay,
very good. Now the website is Womensology.net. And is there another one for the men who are interested?
So it's restorehim.com.
Okay. .com.
Yes.
Okay. So Womensology.net and then restorehim.com, H-I-M, just like it sounds. And I encourage you to take a look at it if you feel you might benefit from this. I really appreciate you coming on today. The number is 949-764-7277. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. I think it's a great program.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
I learned a lot. All right, we'll be right back.